Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. The Midnight Jamboree is the second longest running radio show in the world, and tonight we are proudly presenting our 2,955th consecutive broadcast on WSM. Now please make welcome this week's host of the Midnight Jamboree, Gospel Music Hall of Fame member Dottie Rambo.
Hello! There's a light in the window, and the table spread in splendor, and someone standing by the open door. I can see a crystal river. Oh, I must be near forever, and I've never been this homesick before. See the bright light shine. It's just about home time, and I can see my father standing at the door. This world has been a wilderness, and I'm ready for deliverance, and I have never been this homesick before. I can see the family gathered, sweet faces all familiar, but no one's old or feeble, not anymore. Some heart that's crying. I think I'll spread my wings for flying, and I've never been this homesick before. Say now, see the bright light shine. It's just about home time, and I can see my father standing at the door. And I'm ready for deliverance. Lord, I have never been this homesick before. Just see the bright light shine. It's just about home time, and I can see my Father standing at the door.
Back to the show with Dottie Rambo.
Thank you, John. Woo! Thank you. How's everybody doing? Don't you love the Midnight Jamboree? Oh, yes. WSM, what a great place to be. I love to be in this place and visit with us later. We'll be over and kiss the men and hug the babies. How's that? It's so good to have you. And we're doing some things from my brand new CD called Stand by the River that Miss Dolly Parton and I just released a single first on it, and it's done really well for us. And we'll be doing a lot of the new songs from that. How's that? Let's do a kind of up-tempo and kind of get your blood circulating a little bit here. It's called I'm Going to Leave Here Shouting. I've had my share of sorrow. I've walked a rocky road. I know what it means to have a broken heart and bear a heavy load. But I don't regret my journey. I've traveled here below. 'Cause I'm gonna leave her shouting when my time comes to go. promised land. If I'm too feeble to praise the Lord, lift up my dying hands. Angels bear me over on wings as wide as snow. But I'm gonna lead a shout when my time comes to go. Don't want nobody weeping when I draw my final breath. I'll fall asleep in the cradle of love and never feel the sting of death. So say a big hallelujah when I finally reach my goal. 'Cause I'm gonna leave a shout when my time comes to go. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a shout when I head for the promised land. If I'm too feeble to praise the Lord, lift up my dying hands. Angels bear me over on the wings as white as snow. I'm gonna leave a shout when my time comes to go. I'm gonna leave a shout. I'm gonna leave a shouting. I'm gonna leave a shouting when my time comes to go. Gonna leave her shouting when I head for the promised land. If I'm too feeble to praise the Lord, lift up my dying hands. Angels bear me over on wings as white as snow. 'Cause I'm gonna leave her shouting when my time comes to go. I'm gonna leave her shouting. I'm gonna leave her shouting. I'm gonna leave her shouting when my time comes to go. I tell you what, that will kind of run off and leave you. Woo, Les, what happened? They were right. I was just having a good old time here, just ad-libbing like I usually do. So y'all just catch up with me. I'll catch up with y'all one or the other. There's a song that's been my signature song down through the years, and I wrote it way back in the 60s, late 60s, for my brother that was dying with cancer. And he found the Lord on his deathbed, and that was a wonderful thing. And I sang this song at his funeral. That's always a joyous thing to report that, and people love it. And, of course, I picked up on that beautiful, beautiful melody of Londonderry Air, but I changed just a little bit. That's the only song I've ever done in my life that sounded like somebody else's. But it was written in 1400, so Les, I don't think anybody's going to jump on me. What do you think, you know? They call that a PD song, you know, and it means pay Dottie is what it really means. Let's see how this turns out. This is going to be sweet. Don't you love all the musicians? They are incredible. Let me tell you who they are. I just right now tell you I'd love just to form this band and get me a bus and leave. I'm telling you, they're great. Dirk Johnson's on the piano, right over here playing the piano. And his wife, Gail, is here, and guess what? He has brand new 5-month-old twins, a boy and a girl. Is that just wonderful? When they weren't supposed to have children. Isn't God good? Oh, and then Brett Branson, where is he? That's a name to say. Brett Branson is the acoustic guitar player right over here. And he's awesome, awesome. Greg Hutchins is on the drums. Right over here for Greg. Doing a good job, Greg. And I love all these people. Glenn Dickerson is the lead guitar right back here. He's good. Give him a good hand. He's great. And Jackie Miller is playing the fiddle. Sometimes it's a violin. It may be a violin next. And he's right over here. And it sounds so good. Just something very... well, some say mournful, but it isn't to me. It's just that mood and mode that sets a song into it, and that's what you're going to do on this one. I love it. Isn't he great? You just clap again for him so he'll feel better. Because, see, he has to play the fiddle and the violin, so we have to give him credit for both. And Les Butler, this guy standing right there, has put everything together for us, and he's playing the mandolin, the dobro, and just... he plays shoes. If he can turn the soul over, he can do it. Believe me, I know him. And he's great. And the vocals right here are, is it Cana? Cana, like living in Cana now? No, that's not quite right. Cana and Tammy. and it's Dunaway. They are wonderful. They're mother and daughter, and the radio folks can't see them, but you out there that's watching, look at this. I thought they were sisters, and I asked her, and it's a good thing I didn't ask the mother. But they're doing a great job, and I just give them all a good hand. I thank you so much. If I messed your name up, I meant well, and God knows what it was, so he got it right. Listen closely to, I think, one of the sweetest things on the CD. My producer, Mr. Michael Sykes, got it right. He looked beyond my faults and saw my needs.
Shall always be my song of praise, for it was grace that bought my liberty. I do not know just why he ever came to love me so. He looked beyond my faults and saw my needs, and I shall mine eyes to Calvary, to view that cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous the grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond my faults and saw my needs, and I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary, to view that cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous the grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond my faults, and he just saw my needs. And that's exactly what Jesus did for me. He saw my needs.
Woo! Oh, mercy. Good job. Good.
That was wonderful, Dottie. The Asking. I mentioned earlier that Dottie is a member of the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. That's actually twice as Dottie Rambo and with the Rambos. Correct, Dottie?
Right.
Twice, yeah. And listen to what some of the things people have said about Dottie. It was a pleasure to record one of Dottie Rambo's songs, I Go to the Rock. It was one of my favorites. What a sweet lady and a gifted songwriter. Whitney Houston. A most gracious and talented lady, the late Elvis Presley. And listen to this one. Dottie Rambo has been in the business a long time. No matter how young or talented other artists are, she can still go out there on stage and sing with the best of them, and does. Isn't that the truth? That's from Loretta Lynn. Dottie Rambo, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, John. I don't know. I tell them that smiling a lot and singing loud will cover a multitude of bad singing any old day. But I've been doing this since I was 12 years old, and the stage is my home. Just kick my shoes off and get comfortable, and you do the same. And if your wigs are too hot, take those off and lay them beside you. And hold your husband's hand. If that's not your husband, don't touch him. But have a good time. Are y'all having a good time tonight at the good old Midnight Jamboree? Woo! What a good place to be. Well, I've been writing since I was 8 years old, and people ask me how many songs, and 2,500. I quit counting. It doesn't really matter because I'm still working on more and finished the new CD, Stand by the River, that we're singing a lot from tonight. And now they want me to start on another one. But, you know, I want to get my breath after this one. But God's been really good to me to let me write all the things that I've been writing. And I've written a lot of valley songs, a lot of tear songs. But, you know, people say, you wrote that song just for me. Well, at the time, I wrote it just for me. When you're walking through it. Oh, Dottie, you write such good valley songs. I said, yeah, but you got to go to the valley to write about the valley. Isn't that the truth? I was crossing the desert in California, and in the big old bus, and I was in the back bedroom sitting in the floor and going through a kind of a heartache. You know, you've been there. And I just want to throw the towel in, hang up the guitar, you know, on the back of the door there in the closet. But the Lord never gave us the talent to throw away and quit, did he? So I never intend to retire. I just refire. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it's exciting to be back. It really is. I'm feeling wonderful. Just walking better through all those 10 back surgeries, and I feel like a kid again. I hope I look it. You must clap on that one to make me feel better, okay? But listen to the song, and the band was rehearsing it. They do it so well. If I don't do it right, I may just stand here and grin and cry and let them just play it. So listen to Too Much to Gain to Lose.
Behind me, too many trials fall through, and too many tears help me to remember there's too much to gain to lose. Sunsets lie behind the mountains, and too many rivers my feet have walked through. Oh, and too many treasures are waiting right over yonder. There's too much to gain to lose. Play band. Oh yeah, come too far, haven't we? And I wrote this one for me to see I've crossed the hot burning desert, and I struggled the right road to choose, but somewhere up ahead I see cool, clear water, and defeat is one word I don't use, and that's the truth. You see, there's too many sunsets lie behind the mountains, and too many rivers my feet have walked through. Oh, there's too many treasures treasures waiting yonder. There's just too much to gain, to lose. Turn it around again, one more time, guys. Wow. I've crossed the hot burning desert, and I've struggled the right road to choose. Oh, but somewhere up ahead I see cool, clear water, and defeat is one word I don't use. Ain't that right? And too many sunsets lie behind the mountain, and too many rivers my feet have walked through, and too many treasures are waiting over yonder. There's too much to gain, to lose. There's just too much to gain, to lose. Woo! Oh yeah. Well, that takes me back. A lot of you I see you singing along with us, and I can almost hear you out there with the radio going. You singing, some of you truckers driving along, listen to us and singing, hopefully some of these older songs and maybe some of the newer ones. A long, long time ago, I wrote a song really about the Lord, but it had a lot to do with my mother. My mother was my best friend besides Jesus in this world. And all my mother's songs I wrote while Mother was still living. You know, Mama's teaching angels how to sing and all those songs about Mama. And everybody thought Mother was dead. But a lot of times Mama would be sitting on the back row, just at the second row, just clapping her hands and praising the Lord. But I knew that I had to sing them about her while she's living, because it would take a long time before I could sing them after she's gone. She's in heaven looking down on me right now saying, Dottie, get it right. So I'm going to try. Mama, this is for you. Build my mansion next door to Jesus. Just build my mansion next door to Jesus, and tell the angels I'm coming home. It doesn't matter who lives around me, just so my mansion sits near the throne. My mama's mansion could be close by me, across the golden avenue. You see, Mama was the first one to teach me of heaven, and the very first Lord to ever tell me about you. So build my mansion next door to Jesus, and tell the angels I'm coming home. It doesn't matter who lives around the throne. Thank you. God bless you. John.
All right, let's listen to Stand by the River by Dottie Rambo with special guest Dolly Parton from Dottie's brand new Spring Hill CD, Stand by the River.
The road's been long, I'm a little bit weary, a lot of miles behind me, but home's a lot nearer. I got one more crossing, it's a long way over. Won't you stand by the river, wait for me? Won't you stand by the river, Lord, and hold my trembling hand? Cradle me, sweet Jesus, from the cold, dark, sinking sand. This is one trip I can't take alone. I'm kinda anxious to get on home, so stand by the river, wait for me. Sing it, darling. You paved a road through the hills and the mountains, in the middle of the desert. You placed the fountain. Now stand by me, Jesus, through the cold, deep waters. Won't you stand by the river, wait for me? Won't you stand by the river, Lord, and hold my trembling hand? Cradle me, sweet Jesus, from the cold, dark, sinking sand. This is one trip I can't take alone. I'm kinda anxious to get home, so stand by the river, wait for me. Won't you stand by the river, Lord, and hold my trembling hand? Cradle me, sweet Jesus, from the cold, dark, sinking sand. This is one trip I can't take alone. I'm kinda anxious to get home, so stand by the river. Stand by the river, won't you? Stand by the river, wait for me. Stand by the river. Stand by the river. Stand by the river, wait for me. Won't you stand by the river? Stand by the river, won't you? Stand by the river, wait for me. Yeah.
Dottie Rambo's new Spring Hill CD is Dottie at her best on 11 self-penned tunes. Dottie has written over 3,000 songs, gospel and country. Many major artists like Whitney Houston and Elvis Presley have recorded her songs. On this brand new album, Dottie is joined by Dolly Parton on the title track, Stand by the River. Dottie had included some of her classics in her new recordings of He Looked Beyond My Fault, Bring All Your Needs to the Altar, and When I Lift Up My Head. Stand by the River is now at a special low price of only $12.98, available in CD only. Address your orders to the Ernest Tubb Record Shop, P.O. Box 500, Nashville, Tennessee, 37202. Include $4 packing. Credit card orders, phone us Monday through Friday, 10 to 5 Central Time at 615-255-7503. That's 615-255-7503 for speedy mail order service, or visit us online at ErnestHub.com, where you can order anytime. Dottie Rambo is available in all of our store locations in Nashville, Pigeon Forge, and Fort Worth Stockyards. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you can get Dottie's CDs, Stand by the River and We Shall Behold Him, a tribute to Dottie Rambo. You can get CDs for $12.98 tonight. Our listeners and our live audience, $12.98, which is a $4 savings. And you can also get the video, We Shall Behold Him, a tribute to Dottie Rambo, the video or DVD for $19.98, which is a $5 savings. That's for our listeners and our live studio audience tonight. And also, you'll get one of these Dottie Rambo Stand by the River flats along with that tonight. We're also glad to have with us tonight Larry Ferguson. Dottie Rambo's a manager, and on behalf of the Midnight Jamboree and Record Shops, thank him for all the hard work he does keeping up the Dottie Rambo tradition. Where is Larry? Larry's out there. Larry Ferguson. He's not going to stand, Dottie.
He's not going to stand.
He's not
His
gonna
little
stand.
wife, Judy, is with him. And listen, the star of the family, Christian, is 3 going on 7.
Really?
And he calls me Granddot, like my other grandchildren. And he is so precious. He loves Stand by the River, and Dolly Parton's his girlfriend. That's what he says.
Really?
I'm just Granddot.
He's on the back seat in section 3.
Oh, okay.
He's on the back seat.
Well, there's a train coming down the track up here with all these lights, and I can't see them. But I know they're here because, would you believe our car broke down on the side of the road getting here, John?
Did it really?
Yeah, my Mercedes. Now, it just looks good sitting out there just blinking the lights. That's the truth. And so Judy happened to be following us. It's a good thing. And so we got here on time. Well, that's a long story. John, back to you.
We're glad you're here. We're back to you. You're back on.
All right. John, thank you. Oh, this is a real special night for me, and it's exciting for me to have the band with me and the girls singing with me, the Dunaways. Aren't they good? They're doing a great job. And we didn't get to really get together, and they said they grew up on my music. Now, I don't know how old the mother is, but I hope she's real young if she says, But it's an honor for them to tell me that. And I noticed on some of these songs, Too Much to Gain to Lose, and Build My Mansion, they're doing all that little curly cues like the Rambos always did. And now I'm still doing the curly cues, But thank you very much. And Les, we thank you again for putting everything together for us. And we thank Midnight Jamboree and David. We love David McCormick. He's a wonderful man. And after a while, come back over to the Ernest Tubb Record Shop. I'll be signing and whatever you want me to sign, pictures or whatever Larry brought for me to do. I might tell you the tribute was a real honor and a surprise for me. They did it at the Ryman. We had great people like Larry Gatlin and the Crabb family and Barbara Mandrell hosted. And so many of the big stars, the Jordanaires are on there, and I wish I had it all written down. But Crystal Gale and on. And I'll forget somebody. If I don't shut up, I'm going to be in trouble. But it is quite a tribute. So you might come by and see that. I think you'll like it. But it's just good to be here on the Midnight Jamboree. I've done this several times, and I never get tired of doing it. But I kind of rushed in here, and we didn't get to practice a lot. But they're doing so great until I told you I can just wing it. I can just smile and make up my songs as I go, and y'all don't know any difference, do you? You just don't know. And they're following good. Down in the hills of Kentucky where I came from, like I said, I left home when I was 12, though. But I was in a country band when I was 11 playing Chet Atkins guitar. Can you believe that? Lead guitar. And singing Walking the Floor Over You. Can you imagine 11? I didn't know what walking the floor over you meant, But I was singing the blues and never even knew how it meant or felt like to have the blues. Not a whole lot. But, and then when I got into the gospel at 12, I left home because of some problems with my father. But the Lord worked that all out, and it has a happy ending that soon, very soon, will be in the novel that they're doing on Dottie Rambo. But coming from those hills, a lot of coal mines in West Kentucky. And in Union County, my brother was working in the coal mines, and he got crushed in the mines and lost from the elbow to the shoulders all the muscle in his right arm. And he is kind of like me. He's just a gritty little guy, He just got up and he hunts with a bow and arrow. He said, that won't stop me. I'm going to get that back. And he makes his own bows and arrows. And I said, Freddie, you sure? He said, I'm sure. And it took him a long time. But you know that the Lord and him together, he's got the muscle back in his arm. But in another cave-in in the mines, our pastor, Brother Jimmy Russell, son, was crushed in the mines, and we couldn't save him. So out of that came this song, and then I kept it a long time. But then when the Pennsylvania tragedy happened, I said, now's the time to release it. So we simply call it the Ballad of the 40 Miners. From the hills of West Kentucky, there's a story all the people tell.
all about 40 miners. The widows know it all too well. It happened in late December, 3 miles under the ground. The earth gave a trembling warning, the roof gave a rumbling sound. Billy Jack and Willie Clayton were busy loading number 9 coal, and the railroad cars were straining from the weight of the miners' black gold. Willie Clayton's widow was praying, holding to her preacher's hand. I said the words all wrong there, so I made you sing it again. I'll sing that verse. Okay, let's just start it over. Nothing embarrasses me. Just hang right there and I'll sing that verse. Well, from the hills of West Kentucky, there's a story all the people tell. It's all about 40 miners, and the widows know it all too well. It happened in late December, 30 miles under the ground. The earth gave a trembling warning, the roof gave a rumbling sound. Billy Jack and Willie Clayton were busy loading number 9 coal. The railroad cars were straining from the weight of the miners' black gold. Billy gave a scream of warning, and the roof came caving in. 38 men behind them, Lord, they've never been seen again. 3 days and nights they labored, digging in the freezing snow, praying for the sound of voices from the dungeon 3 miles below. Down the cinder lane sits a cabin with a wreath hanging on the door. Unpaid bill in the mailbox, Billy owed at the company store. And there's no grave quite so cold as the West Kentucky coal mine. And roses just won't bloom where the sun won't shine. Just keep playing, I'll find you. I've never lost this song before. No grave quite so cold as the West Kentucky coal mine. The roses just don't bloom where the sun can't shine. 40 crosses high the hill somewhere in Union County. Black stones mark the grave of the West Kentucky coal mine. No graves quite so cold as the West Kentucky coal mine. And roses just won't bloom where the sun can't shine. 40 crosses high the hill somewhere in Union County. Black stones mark the graves of the West Kentucky coal mine. West Kentucky coal mine. Oh, West Kentucky coal mine.
Well, if you clap after that, you will clap for anything. But I don't get nervous and I don't get upset. I just wrote it. I just forgot where I was. You ever just go totally blank? Yeah, well, that's what I did. But, band, y'all covered me well. They just kept playing whatever they're supposed to play. But I'll tell you what, if you want to hear it right, go buy the CD, and the whole story's on it out there. Really, that's the first time I've ever staged this song. So will y'all just bear with me and forgive me for messing it up? Oh! I love this place. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in.
this Midnight Jamboree has been here for many, many, many years. In the Grand Ole Opry, the Rambos used to be on there a lot. I used to be on it a lot, and I miss it. So we're kind of working on getting me back on that. Would you all like that, if we were back on the Opry? Good. I won't do West Kentucky Coal Mine, though, till I learn it. How's that? There's a song we did on the new CD, and I'm going to do this for Christian. He loves this one. It's up-tempo, and it's fun. It's called We've Weathered Storms Before. Okay? Oh, well, you know what? I read the wrong paper. You know, I'm just running around in circles here. Les, thank you for helping me out there. You know, I don't wear glasses, but maybe I ought to put them on.
I've got a pair if you want to borrow.
Oh, I guess it's a good place to put this song. I was looking right at it and didn't even think. I was so upset at myself forgetting that song. I got to move away from that, and y'all just forget I did that. You know, we'll act like that something happened to the radio. Just skip. There's an old song that has been probably the most requested of any of the tearjerkers that I've ever written. And it's still being asked for as much as anything I sing. When I sit down with my guitar in my concerts or services and play all the oldies, it's always screamed out at me, be sure to do this one. It stayed in the charts when we first recorded it for 18 weeks and just kept riding, and God wanted it to be that way. It's called Tears Will Never Stain the Streets of That City. If I could count the tears that have fallen, it would seem like an ocean to me. Yeah, I guess if my heart were a window you could look through. Oh, the pain and scars you would see. Tears will never stain the streets of that city. No reeds of death on my mansion door. Teardrops aren't welcome beyond the gates of glory, 'cause the heart will never break anymore. Turn it, guys. You see, I question the loss of a loved one, 'cause the grave seems so final and cold. Oh, but we're going to meet again where death has no victory, in a land where we'll never grow old. Oh, tears will never stain the streets of that city. No reeds of death on my mansion door. You see, teardrops aren't welcome beyond the gates of glory, 'cause the heart will never break anymore. Let's do that last verse. I've never met one man without sorrow. I've never looked into eyes with no pain. Oh, but I know a land where grief is a total stranger, and songs of joy are the only songs we're gonna sing. Yeah, you see, tears will never stain the streets of that city. No wreaths of death on my mansion door. Teardrops aren't welcome beyond the gates of glory, 'cause the heart will never break anymore. Do that last line. 'Cause the heart will never break anymore.
Dottie, Rambo.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Are you having a good time? Let everybody hear you yell real big. Woo! Oh, you've been great. What a good audience. Call out the state you're from real loud so everybody can hear it. Oh, that's wonderful. I used to live there myself. Oh, yeah. How many came the farthest? Let's see. Let me go. New York. Anybody from New York? Here. Okay. Good for you. Did you fly all the way just to see me? Oh, I know you did. Thank you. Visit Nashville. You'll enjoy it. Florida. Ireland. Oh, my goodness, Ireland. I've been there. I love you people. Y'all know how to make people feel good. One more. Long way. What? Tojo? I'm just laughing and making fun of you. Belgium. Let's hear it for Belgium. Woo! Great. Are you just visiting with the Grand Ole Opry and Midnight Jamboree and on vacation? Or? Thank you, sweetie. You're sweet. God bless you. Thank you. I love people. I've traveled around the world about 3 times. But it's always good to be back in Nashville, Tennessee. This is home, sweet home. And I love it. I love Nashville. And I love country and gospel music. How about you? It's good music. I'm enjoying the mother and daughter that's singing with me tonight, the Dunaways. Aren't they great? They're good. They're doing good. And the band is excellent. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Les, for putting all this together. And they did great, doing great. And we're winging it now. And we don't want to run over the time, but David says to keep going. So we're going to keep going. So is that all right with you? I may have to get my guitar here and do a little something here in a minute. But from the new CD, I guess this is where we're really going to do it this time. And we're really going to do this, aren't we, Les? Let's do it. We have weathered storms before. Rough and rolling water, pull my ship across the sea. Go ahead and cast your fury, you're not a threat to me. Force your anger with the whirlwinds, your waves upon the shore. I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. And we've sailed through the rain, we've sailed through the wind, we've weathered the tempest, we're back on course again. And the man who built this vessel knows it can endure. And I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. He's teaching me to listen, hear the laughter in the rain,
See the beauty in the lightning, storms of passing things. There's music in the thunder, and the winds are nothing more than a voice to just remind us we've weathered storms before. We have sailed through the rain, we've sailed through the wind, we've weathered the tempest, we're back on course again. And the man who built this vessel knows it can endure. I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. Oh, we've sailed through the rain, we've sailed through the wind, we've weathered the tempest, we're back on course again. The man who built this vessel knows it can endure, and I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. The man who builds the vessel knows it can endure, and I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. Oh, my goodness. Pick a little in the middle of that, and let's go back to that last verse. That's feeling so good, I think Lord do that over. It's just so good. Y'all liking that? He's teaching me to listen, hear the laughter in the rain, see the beauty in the lightning, storms of passing things. There's music in the thunder, and the winds are nothing more than a voice to just remind me we've weathered storms before. We've sailed through the rain, we've sailed through the wind, we've weathered the tempest, we're back on course again. The man who built this vessel knows it can endure, and I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. The man who built the vessel knows it can endure, and I'm sailing with the master, we've weathered storms before. Whew. Haven't we sailed through a few storms? But the man who built this vessel knows it can endure. Don't you forget it. If you're sailing through rough times, you get through them. He never takes us to them. He takes us through them. Don't you kind of like that? A long time ago, I was walking along the beach from the first time I ever saw the ocean. And I was going through my first really heartbreak. And I had a bonfire, and it was off season. I took my old guitar, and I was walking, and a storm had hit, and there was driftwood and broken bottles and everything. But I looked out across the ocean, and there the moon and the stars were hitting against those white caps, and they looked sparkly and beautiful. And I looked at the junk, and then I looked back at that beautiful ocean. And I thought, God, isn't that like life? We always look at the junk, but we fail to look back and see what's ahead of us. The beautiful waves as they're settling down and the moon and stars glittering. I was walking along and I was writing a song. And I thought, oh, I love this song, but I'm writing it backwards. Couldn't get the first part of it. So after a while, folks, don't think I'm a little kooky and out there somewhere. I'm really not, to tell you this. But all of a sudden I was saying, oh, God, please, I don't know how to start this song. For the first and only time in my life, I felt what I felt like was 5 fingers on my shoulder. And I said, oh, Jesus, that's you. I recognize you. Thank you. I feel the touch of hands so kind. I said, oh, thank you, Lord. That's the way I need to start that song. I'm sheltered in the arms of God. tender. They're leading me in paths that I must trod. I'll have no fear, 'cause Jesus walks beside me, and I'm sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they don't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and no hurt can harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Play it, band. This is my verse. Soon I shall hear the voice from heaven's portals. Come on home, my child. It's the last mile you must trod. Then I'll just fall asleep, but I'll wake in God's new heaven. Yes, I will. Forever sheltered in the arms of God. Sing with us, sing with us. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, not a thing in this world can harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Last line now. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. In the arms of God. Woo. Thank you, and thank you. You've been a great audience, and we're not going to keep you any longer. We're going to let you go home. Oh, well, that makes me feel good. Well, what do you want? Just anything? Wait. Remind me, dear Lord. Les, you know that? You know that? Yeah, what key is it? Just hit me a key. Oh, they didn't tell me. I thought I was off the air. Well, all right. We'll be right back after this commercial from John.
Now back to the show with Dottie Rambo.
Thank you, John. You wanted some of the oldies, so we're really just going to fly, but I trust the band. They're going to hit every chord right. This is one of my real oldies, one of the first records the Rambos ever did on the label of the Benson label. And it was featuring a 12-year-old daughter, my daughter, Reba, on a song called Remind Me, Dear Lord. The things that I love and hold dear to my heart, they're just borrowed
they're not mine at all. Jesus, only let me use them to brighten my life. So remind me, dear Lord. Roll back the curtains of memory now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. Remember, I'm human, and humans forget. So remind me, dear Lord. Play, guys. Oh, yeah. Nothing good have I done to deserve God's own Son. I'm not worthy of the scars in His hands. Yet He chose the road to Calvary to die in my stead. Why He loved me, I can't understand. Sing it there if you know it. Roll back the curtain of memory now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. Remember, I'm just a human, and the humans forget. So remind me, dear Lord. So remind me, dear Lord. My land, take me back. That was great, man. They followed me all the way. Go to the key of, I believe, G. I want to sing this for the Carter family and for the Cash family. And I love Johnny Cash. She was a dear friend and sang my music. And I used to tease him and say, John, you don't have to sing that well like me. You just put on your black suit and walk on stage. And folks just love you anyway. Of course, he could sing the Yellow Pages. He was that good, you know. I loved him very much. But let me do you one of my old songs, The Holy Hills of Heaven Call Me. It goes in a 4 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. How's that? The holy hills of heaven calls me to mansions bright across the sea, where loved ones wait and crowns are given. The hills of home keep calling me. This house of flesh is but I see loved ones right over yonder. The tears are gone and the hearts are free. And from the throne, King Jesus beckons, and the hills of hope keep calling me. This house of flesh is but a prison, bars of gold. Oh, my soul. But listen now, but the doors of clay are gonna burst wide open when the angel says, my spirit free. I'm gonna take my flight like a mighty eagle when the hills of hope start calling me. When the hills of home start calling me. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh my. Oh, I don't think I remember this. It's me again, Lord. Now that's way back there. Way back there. Ben, you're doing good. Can y'all read my numbers I'm calling out to you? You're doing good. I'm taking a chance on these oldies because you never know. Maybe, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's go to E flat. E flat. John's not here. I don't know if we're still going or what we're doing. We're just having a good time. Y'all having a good time? Woo! It's fun to be. It's the Midnight Jamboree. That's a rhyme, isn't it? All the time I rhyme. Who? Thank you, darling. You're a sweetheart, too. I don't know who you are and what you look like, but I bet you are a sweetheart. Yeah, because I can't see you. Let me see. Let's hear D. See, we're flying here. Okay, that's it, right there. In the valley, he restoreth my soul. Les, do you remember that? Do you know that one? All right. Just you call it back there then. Can you want to call it? You want me to call it? I think you can wing it, can't you? All right, just do it. Don't you love this? This is called talent back here. All right. Got it? Yeah. When I'm low in spirit, I cry, Lord, lift me up. I want to go higher with thee. But the Lord knows I can't live on the mountain. So he picked out a valley for me. And he leads me beside still waters. Somewhere in the valley below, he just draws me aside to be tested and tried. But in the valley, he restored my soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been there. It's dark as a dungeon, and the sun seldom shines. And I question, Lord, why must this be? Then he tells me, child, there's strength in all your sorrow, and I found victory in trials for me, and he leads me beside still waters. Somewhere in the valley below, he draws me aside to be tested and tried, but in the valley he restored my soul. In the valley he restored my soul. Well, you've been great, but I have to pull this on the band. Go to the key of D. And that's where we were. I say without my guitar, I don't know where we are. I don't have perfect pitch like Les back there, you know. You could slap people with that much talent, you know. But most of these musicians, I'm sure, has perfect pitch. I can almost get there, but not quite. I'm usually a little shade under, just a little. But let's see if we can do this. They would almost call it rockabilly. But we're not going to do it rock and roll. But we're going to see how you can get in this and keep it in the tempo all the way. The song that Whitney Houston did, and did it so very well and made me so very happy when I went to the bank. I was just real glad about it. I cannot tell a lie. But it's just, yeah. That's what, y'all want to have fun with it? I go to the rock.
What kind of tempo
anybody know?
Dottie, what kind of tempo
well, what kind y'all would like to do it in?
Well, we can.
Just, yeah. Well, okay, let's just, you pick it, and I'll follow you.
Is that good?
Yeah, not quite that fast, but almost. All right, y'all just feel it, because I know I feel it coming on.
Just vamp and D.
All right. Aha! Yeah, I knew they could do it. Where can I go when there's nobody else to turn to? Who can I talk to when seems nobody wants to listen? Who am I going to lean on when there's no foundation stable? I go to the rock, I know he's able. Going to the rock, gonna go to the rock of my salvation. Going to the stone that the builders rejected. Running to the mountain, and that mountain stands by me. Yeah, there's all around me a sinking sand. On the Christ, that solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I just run to the rock. And where can I hide till the storms have all passed over? Where can I run to when the winds of sorrow threaten? Is there a refuge in the time of great tribulation, when my soul needs consolation? I get away yonder to the rock, going to the rock of my salvation, going to the stone that the builders rejected. I run to the mountain, and that mountain stands by me. Well,
shelter. When I need a friend, I go to the rock. Band, play that chorus. Play it, and I go to the rock. Play now. Yeah. Somebody grab it. The builders rejected, running to the mountain, and that mountain stands by me. Well, the earth all around me is sinking sand. On Christ, that solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I go to the rock. I'm going to do some tags now. Well, when I need some joy, go to the rock. When I need a friend, someone to talk to, I just need to get away to Jesus. I called in my shelter, I called in my hiding place. Every time I need a little joy, when I don't know who else to go to, and when I need a Savior. I just simply run away, get away, hide away. Yes, yes, to Jesus, that Lord, my Lord, He is the Lord. But on Jesus, the solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I run to the rock. Well, when I need some joy, when I need someone to talk to, when nobody understands me, I get away to my hiding place. I call it my shelter. The stone, He is my resting place. Gotta have that assurance. But when I needed a Savior, I simply found out that I could run away to Jesus. You see, Jesus is that man solid. He has to be my rock. Yeah. Yes.
Dottie Rambo, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. God bless you. You've been a great audience. And thank you, John. Thank you, band. Thank you, singers. Give them a good hand. God bless you. I love you very much. Come by and see us. And we'll just love to meet you right over to the record shop. Y'all want to run over and see us for a minute? Bye-bye. Love you.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's Midnight Jamboree. Our thanks to this week's host,
Speaking on behalf of
Dottie Rambo.
and all the gang.
Join us here next week for the Midnight Jamboree right after the Grand Ole Opry when our guest host will be Mac White.